I'm proud of you. You can see the chat popping off right now. And how many guys here are experiencing something similar? Going through a bit of loneliness on this path that we're on, where we don't really want to live like the normal life, do we? The average life. And, you know, that sounds awesome, doesn't it? It sounds like when we say it to ourselves, yeah, I don't want to be average, but you have to take the downside of that. If you don't want to be like 99% of people, then it's very difficult to be friends with 99% of people. See, 20 something guys just commented. It's 25. I was a little bit older than you when I really got into self-improvement like 3 years ago. But you know, there's videos that no one has seen of mine where I just recorded them kind of like for myself. And it would be kind of like personal development updates of me being on monk mode. And every single time I'd say, I'm achieving my goals. I've been smashing the gym. My diet's really clean. I've been meditating every day. I've got like 50 subscribers, 100 subscribers, 200 subscribers on YouTube. And I kept on saying it. But I'm lonely. The social side to my life is lacking. And always, like when I watch those videos back, it's just sad because I just see my face, like, I'm hyping up about my goals, and then I just get like sad. Because to not have the people to like celebrate the success with, it almost makes it feel like worthless. Because no matter what goal it is that we're working on, when you really think about it, we're assuming that eventually we'll be able to celebrate with other people. Maybe not right now, but you know, whatever your goals are in your mind, you're thinking about the money, the physique, the character, the business or the career. Eventually you've got the vague thought in your mind of like, there's gonna be someone or people that you celebrate it with. And so everything we do is for our social life. That's why it's so painful when we don't really have that. So what I'm saying is I can understand the pain that you feel right now, and I think a lot of the guys here can. But the positive thing is actually, it's pretty easy to overcome. Like right here, right now, you're in front of 50 guys telling your story. You do realize that straight after this call, there's gonna be like a handful of guys who message you, and like one guy will end up asking you, oh, let's have a little video call. One of the guys right here, right now, is gonna become a friend of yours now, because he relates exactly to what you just said. There's probably a guy in your country. You said you're from Denmark.
Yeah.
There's probably a guy in your country watching this right now thinking, oh man, I wish I had someone who's on self-improvement. I wish I had someone who meditates. You know, if there's no one like, wait, hang on, whoa. I've done the hard work for you, bro. I've just got all the guys on self-improvement in one space. All you have to do is just DM each other now. So I'm happy for you, because even though this is really painful, the solution is so simple. You've got these online communities, which straight away you might think, wait, you know, like online friendships are not as good. But these days, that's like the step, like the progression to the real life friendship. All friendships these days, like the new ones that you don't just get in school, they all start online. And then it might feel a bit unbelievable, but like the online friendships lead to the real life ones. You've seen them already. The guys have been posting on Adonis School pictures of them meeting up already. There was yesterday, some guys, like 7 guys met up in London. A few days ago, some guys met up in the Netherlands. This stuff's happening right now, even though it can seem a bit crazy. But it starts like in the messages. It starts online. It starts in some DM, and you end up going on a call with one guy who ends up opening up to you and saying like, I feel the exact same way. I've got this goal. I've got my brother like this. I've got my family like this. And you know, this one friend I had on Discord, he's not really friends with me anymore. And you end up realizing, someone just said, yeah, yesterday was in the Netherlands one. People are genuinely meeting up in real life, because what you're realizing is that there's not many guys like us, percentages wise, but there's still a guy who's extremely similar to you, very similar goals, same values, beliefs, habits, watches Dr. Huberman, thinks that you should take it more seriously, thinks that you're maybe slacking a little bit, like, you know, the opposite of what you've experienced so far. And he lives like 10 miles away. Just go take the bus, bro. Go spend time with him, man. You just gotta find him. And that's why I'm so glad for you and everyone in here that the internet's made this beautifully easy, and being able to connect in a community like this. So I understand the pain that you're going through. Let's discuss some practical, actionable stuff that you can do so that you literally have a couple of good friends within, let's say 2 weeks from now. So let me ask you, what have you done so far?
I really haven't done much. I went to high school, and you know, in the start, there's like parties and all this stuff. A couple of weeks ago, I got the realization that didn't really want to do that kind of scene. It actually kind of disgusted me, if I'm being honest. So there's a lot of people there who I can't really relate to, and yeah, so that's of course amazing with this community. But I also wanted to get some clearance on the family part, because my it was kind of hard to hear that from my brother, because he's someone I somewhat look up to. Although lately he's kind of all this partying and drinking and all that stuff, but he got some good friends, and that's really what I'm kind of looking up to him for, the friends that he has. And that's why I really kind of feel bad when my family isn't kind of engaged with what I'm doing.
Why is that a bad thing?
I think it's because I of course want to feel their support. I want to kind of have my family understand me. Not just thinking, oh well, he's just doing his own thing. Yeah.
It feels like your family don't understand you.
Fucking hell, man.
That's okay. Why do you think your family don't understand you?
They kind of sounds like kind of mean to say this, but they aren't like in the mindset themselves, kind of. And I've talked to them about this. They say that they feel like their work is so kind of hard, stressful, that they don't have the kind of mental capacity to do all sorts of things. But of course, I'm 16. I'm living at home. I get my food served for me, so I really don't have that kind of my mental and time isn't as occupied. So I think that they are just kind of in their kind of zone of going to work and getting home and then doing the chores and relaxing. That's all they can like fathom. But since I want to do all this extra stuff, they just like think, what is he doing? I One thing that comes to mind, like I bought some products for a skincare routine. They're like thinking, what why does this even matter to him? Why does meditating even like, he says it helps him, but they can't really relate. No.
And that makes the loneliness feeling even worse. The worst kind of loneliness is when you're not actually alone. It's when you've got people next to you, but you still feel alone. You know, one thing you said, your parents work hard, then they come home, they do the chores, and they just want to relax a little bit. In my mind, straight away, then I see the connection. You have the space, the ability, the privilege to be able to improve yourself so much because they live like that. And it's easy for us to just think, well, you know, their lives would be better if they just meditated and, you know, went to the gym a little bit more. Yeah, of course. And it can be very easy for us to just feel a bit negative towards them and feel like, you know, put them down or feel a bit resentful. But I think we can just change our mindset from that to one of gratitude. Because you found this, when you think about it, you watched like my videos, you found this content. I don't know if your parents are watching my videos, but I don't think so.
No, not at all.
Is there someone their age, or, you know, close enough, who's popping off on social media, who's, you know, making self-improvement really special? Because you've got me, you've got Andrew Tate, you've got like 10 other big creators that you can look up to, that you can respect, who you see as like role models. Now, it's been made like a bit more palatable for you. Our parents don't have Hamza or Andrew Tate or any of these figures. They've just got like, you know, the authority figure above our parents. Think about it. Who is it? Government, doctors, police, the old school system, the Matrix. So can we blame our parents for not being on self-improvement like we are? Can we blame them for not understanding at all what we do here?
Really. And you also said the thing about gratitude. I've been like grateful for the like all the things that are getting done. I get to live in like quite like good big house. It's a good neighborhood and all this stuff. I also that I get food served and all that. I'm really grateful for it, but I haven't really. I just say it to them as like a comment, and they don't really like get it. Like, oh yeah, he's just saying that. But I have really tried to feel grateful. I think it it haven't really worked that much because I've also always kind of been grateful for that privilege. I know like someone doesn't have it as easy as me, and I know it's a big part of the thanks to my parents.
You're a good man. You could have come onto this call and just asked about like the fastest way for you to make friends or something like that. Instead, you came on and we spoke more about your parents and trying to figure out ways to get them to watch my videos. You're a good man for that. That's an amazing gift you could give them. you you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink it. What that quote means is that you can highlight the ways that someone might be able to improve their life, but you can't really make them do that. You've seen yourself, and everyone else has seen this, that the path that we're on self improvement is already quite difficult, isn't it? And yet, you really want this. Like, you probably obsess over this when you think about it. Like, this, you know, it probably takes up a lot of your thoughts. You probably, like, left the tribe, left friends, stopped things like addictions to be able to be on self improvement. So this is hard, right? This stuff wasn't easy, and this was hard whilst you really wanted to do it. So if there's someone who just right now, it's kind of like the younger version of us, you know, like it with the mindset that, you know, we didn't really care about self improvement or anything. Maybe it's just not really their time yet. Maybe it's just not something that we can force. I think someone really needs to go through that moment like we did when we really disliked our lives so much and then we needed to change. You know, I like to help young men because I can see that we can live like, you know, more ambitiously with more aspiration. But for parents who have already got their children who work seemingly pretty good jobs, who've still got like some loving relationships, they've raised the child to be like to have good character, to have good confidence, like you've come onto this call. Maybe they're a lot more like improved than we think. Sure, they don't do like the weird stuff that we do, like meditation and stuff, but like your parents have probably got really good character. They're probably very hardworking, consistently disciplined. That's something that we can respect right now, can't we?